Hey guys, what's up? It's Apollo. Thanks for stopping by and welcome to another glorious online battle of Stainless Steel 6.4. This one's an epically close 2v2. I am commanding the Republic of Venice and my ally over here is Denya leading the Kingdom of Hungary. Our two opponents, we have the Papal States led by Boss. And we have the Norwegians, Norway, commanded by Kipuka. So I'm going to do the army comps a little bit different this time. So for my Medieval Kingdoms mod, I'll show like a picture of the army comp. I'm going to try that for other Total War titles. Just let me know what you think. So we'll go ahead, get started with my Venetian force here. So in the front lines, I've got 4 units of the Arbalesters, which is a late period crossbow unit. And then for my infantry, I've got about 2 units of pikemen and about 4 units of halberd militia, and pikemen are so deadly in this mod. It's fantastic. And then for my cav, I've got 1 unit of gendarmes, I believe is how you pronounce it. They are extremely deadly in this game. I've got 3 units of knights hospitaller. They look stunning. And I've got 2 units of demi lancers. There we go. So there's my demi lancers, and here's my general over here. So that's my army. Let's quickly look at my teammate here, the Hungarians. They've got 4 units of Pavi's crossbow militia, and Denya is bringing a good mix of halberdiers, which look fantastic. This is definitely like a late period battle, a lot of late period units. So I'm definitely seeing a lot of halberdiers. I'm seeing some halberd men-at-arms, so an infantry corps built around halberds, and then for the cav, some Royal Bandrium. Then we've got some Bandrium Knights. Very nice. And let's see, what else? Mostly Bandrium Knights. So very cool. And then the general's back here. Now let's look at the other teams here. We've got the Papal States. He is bringing about 3 units of Pavi's crossbow militia and an entire infantry corps around halberdiers. They look lovely. Look how shiny and deadly. Man, fighting against this armor is really challenging because you can't just slash. You can't slash your sword. You have to really poke through the weak spots of that heavy armor, that plated armor. But for Cav, he is bringing men-at-arms, a mix of men-at-arms and feudal knights. And I believe he has some broken lance cav here. That's lovely. There's a general's bodyguard in the mix. So Papal States, the nice white and gold, very glorious. And then over here, we'll look at the final army by Kipuka, bringing a couple of Arbalest militia. And he's got, this is like a normal army he brings all the time. A lot of feudal knights, Viking axemen, Viking Huskarl axemen, and I believe men-at-arms. Yes, some men-at-arms. And he's also bringing the clerics. So the Norse war clerics, dismounted and mounted. And here's his general's bodyguard. So we'll go ahead and do normal speed now because this battle does start off here pretty quickly. And now I'm getting my crossbows into position. They're lining up. There's a nice ditch. You see this ditch right in front of my crossbows? That is lovely. That's going to really help me out against, nerfing their charge a little bit. But I'm setting up here, and this is a good position because I have the skirmishing advantage. He only has 2 archers, but obviously he's going for more of an aggressive build. So I'm going to try to take advantage of this and try to get as many volleys as possible. So they're loading up. I'm keeping my cav nearby. My army's kind of scrambling around because I thought he was going to charge in, which, Kipuka is known for being a pretty aggressive player. So I was just, double checking, making sure I protect my archers. I did lose a couple cav units there from, shots missing my Arbalesters. And I felt like this was a really good position because my ally was close by. His ally was super far away. Boss was, they had a town between them. So I felt if we were just really aggressive, we could take out Kipuka before Boss shows up, or shows up too late to the point where he can't help out his ally. But I was just kind of waiting for my ally, but I noticed Denya was kind of more angled towards Boss, so I don't think Denya was interested in helping me, double team Kipuka. At least not yet. So there we go. They're winding up their crossbows. Oh man, epic. The rallies in this game is too great. And I think at this point I was trying to aim at some of the units back here. Yep, I'm going for the units sitting back here. I was going for the main meat of his army, I guess you could say. Trying to weaken their best units, their elite units. because I was really worried. I mean, Kipuka is the master of stainless steel. In fact, he was giving me advice on how to build an army. So, yeah, I was definitely, I got a challenge ahead of me. So the skirmish phase this is what I like, though. This is what I need him to do. Just sit back, let me shoot him to death. I did lose a couple pikemen here, but that's just small losses. I really love the units here. It feels like such a late, medieval battle. Heavily armored, plated armor. You got a lot of pikes, pole arms. And as you can tell, we see boss over here charging over some cav. So when I saw that, I was like, well, there goes my window of opportunity. This is not looking good. But this is only boss's his cav. His main infantry force is over here running through the city. So I still think it's kind of too late to try to double team Kipuka. So now it's really going to come down to a 1v1. I think most of the battle is going to take place right here, right in this section. And here we go, guys. Here we go. We've got some men-at-arms charging forward. And this is where I decide to charge forward my cav. Now this little ditch is going to slightly help me. And I'm just barely going to get my archers out of there. And here we go, ladies and gentlemen, the cav charge. This glorious cav charge. And usually medieval battles and stainless steel battles usually start off this way, where they charge in the cav, and then they're gonna retreat out of that position. We also have some Hungarians helping me out over here. But yeah, we did break some of his cav over here, his men-at-arms. So now I've got my pikemen moving forward. I'm retreating back my cav. And I believe the infantry are going to prepare to collide. So that was a nice aggressive charge there by Kipuka, but I felt like I did a pretty good job on protecting my archers. Here we go. Halberd militia moving up forward. Yes, he is committing in his infantry. We got the Norse war clerics charging in. And here we go, another cav charge, but it's going to be into my halberd militia. I'll take that. Vince's gendarmes. Here comes the pikemen. They're going to charge in. Pikemen, again, are very deadly. And we've got the infantry charging in. Norse war clerics. Man, this game is beautiful. And look at this bird's eye view of this epic struggle. And the cav, both calves are waiting in reserve, waiting in the back there. I've got a lot of my cav engaged with the melee, just supporting my infantry. Because I was really worried about his elite Norse war clerics. But I do have some elite, like, melee units over here. Look at my foot men-at-arms. Look at that almost gold-like armor charging in. I forgot to mention them in my army comp. But they're going to kind of help out against the superior, like, Norse war clerics. You know, help my pikemen out. But let's do some slow motion, guys, because this battle is not exactly the longest, and I want to make sure to catch everything. So we'll get a nice zoom in on this epic struggle around this ditch that we're fighting. Oh, look at these Viking King's herdsmen over here. That is nice. Oh, look at that swing. Oh my god. Did a little twirl there. Alright, so now we've got the Hungarians pushing forward their halberdiers. And we've got some cav over here from Norway that are trying to weaken them up. Get some good charges off. Ooh, a good charge on the halberd men-at-arms. Look at that. Oh my god, that is great. That was a great shot there. And we have the Papal States kind of forming up his infantry, but he's kind of blobbed up here, so Hungary might be able to take advantage of that. But let's head back to this fight, where he outnumbers me with infantry, and there's a big cav brawl going on over here. I've got a lot of my Venetian cav over here, my Hungarian allies sending over some help, so we'll go back to normal speed. Got the Bandrium Knights. So, a nice little cav engagement going on in the flank, and really whoever wins this battle probably is going to win, like this cav engagement is probably going to win the battle overall. Just seeing all the colors, all the different colors and armor, it's pretty awesome. I think I even engaged my general. Yeah, my general is getting involved. Oh, nice. They have lost half their We've killed half of their men, but my infantry lines are thinning. They are thinning. And I do have some Hospitaller Knights in here in the mix. There's my foot men-at-arms. But we're also doing a good amount of damage to his Vikings. Norse Vikings. And we'll check out this little battle. We'll do some more slow-mo, guys, because this is too great. Oh, look at it, point blank. Oh, no, I think he's firing over. He's going after the cav. That's a good target, actually. Going after those reserved cav. Take them out. But let's head back to this infantry fight. We've got the halberdiers fighting off some halberdiers. Hungarian halberdiers versus the Papal States. Awesome. And Boss is kind of grouping up his forces here, and this is not a good sign for him. You really want to spread out your men because you can easily get outflanked, and you're not really using the true potential of every single soldier. But this battle right here, this really made the battle for me. I was like, this is too awesome. But we'll go back to fast forward, or normal speed. Here comes more cav, Kipuka committing more feudal knights to the mix. And we are winning this engagement. Look at all the dead Papal State cav. A lot of dead feudal knights. But look at this. He's flanking around, going after my crossbows, which I was okay about because, you know, I didn't mind because it was just my crossbows. And at this point in the battle, crossbows were not as important as my infantry. As long as he doesn't hammer and anvil my infantry, I'll be okay. But I went ahead and decided to continue to push and kill his cav so I can expose his flank. And we've got more cav charging into my archers. General's bodyguard. So this is a very close battle. Look at the balance of power. It is dead even. Dead even, guys. This is anyone's game still at this point in the battle. But I tell you what, we have a pretty solid advantage because look at this massive cav flank. And we are going to charge right into the backs. Look at that, of the infantry of Norway. And he's going to hit us hard with his crossbows. But that's okay. It's going to be worth it. And they're not breaking right away, which is a little disheartening because my infantry is pretty much gone, but they did their job. And now we can just continue to hammer and anvil.
The enemy general is dead.
And we killed an enemy general.
Sent the idiot to hell.
Yes, we sent the idiot to hell. And now I'm charging into some crossbows here. Oh man, what a brutal charge. This is my gendarmes. Which, just tell me the correct way to pronounce this unit. But this is like one of the best units in stainless steel for cav. In fact, most people play rules so you can only get like one of them. But this unit is really saving the day for me. Just running around, getting a ton of kills. They were very, very important in that cav engagement earlier. Here we go. Here's the general. So look at this. This is even. It's coming down to cav. Running down infantry. Here comes another cav charge by Denya. Going in there. And the general's bodyguard is still alive. So it looks like the Papal States general died. And now I'm going after the Pavi's crossbow militia. But let's see what's going on in this infantry fight. Oh, it looks like the Papal States are making some progress. But with their general dead, it doesn't seem like they're going to have enough morale. They're not going to have the stomach to continue on. And did I notice some breaking there? No, not yet. Or at least... not yet. I don't know what I'm saying. But yeah, we're going to continue to charge in and kill the archers, which they are breaking. Because we got to get rid of those pesky archers. And look at this. Look at this ditch. This is a graveyard. This is why there's a ditch. All we have to do is pour dirt all over the bodies here. Of course, we're going to loot the bodies because they have some very expensive armor. But that ditch full of just dead bodies from both sides. And there we go. My gendarmes are just slaughtering people. And I believe that's the Hungarian general's bodyguard. Very nice. And I've got my general's bodyguard, my Venetian general bodyguard in here killing these archers. So that's it, guys. We destroyed Norway. It was a very costly victory, but now we're free to charge over here and destroy the Papal States. And more Hungarian halberds over here doing battle. Just pinning them down so we can run them down with our archers. But I think the general for Norway is still alive. Oh yeah, here he is. He's charging in. We've got some halberds that are breaking from that general charge. But look at this charge right in the backs of the Papal States, and that's going to cause a huge chain rout, or at least one of them are breaking. Not exactly a huge chain rout. Nice. So we're going to continue the cycle charging. Here comes a Hungarian charge. Bandrium Knights. That's what finished the job there. More breakage there. These guys are going to break for sure. But hey, I got to give them credit. They're really fighting strong. and my arbalesters are now fighting as a melee unit. And the general is still alive. He's desperately trying to win this battle. Kipuka has won multiple times with, you know, just his general running around, breaking infantry. But he's going to do one last huzzah. And while he's charging it, let's just look at this battlefield, guys. Look at this. Absolute chaos and destruction. So much death in this one little ditch. And I'm pretty proud in my army. In fact, I was streaming this battle live, and as soon as I picked my army, a couple people are like, oh, you lost Apollo already. There goes the general, he died. So take that to anyone who doubted my stainless steel skills. Sorry, that general was interrupting me. But yeah, take that to anyone who doubts my stainless steel skills.
Victory is ours.
Victory it is.
Let victory be a salve on our wounds, proudly earned in the name of the Holy Cross.
The Holy Cross. Very cool. It was an epic fight. Denya leading the way there, getting almost 1,000 kills. But I was pretty close behind. I got a good chunk of kills. Kipuka getting a ton of kills, getting the most kills in this situation. And Boss getting only 600, but really it wasn't too bad. If we look at my stats though, look at those gendarmes. 239 kills. That's crazy. That is crazy. So I hope you enjoyed this battle, guys. It was a lot of fun. This was actually a best out of 3. If you're interested in seeing more of this best out of 3, I would love to upload the entire best out of 3. This was game, well, I'm not gonna say, but if you want to see more of this matchup, I would love to upload more battles of it. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoy, and I'll see you next time.